Waves value forecasts were additionally totally different in different sources, or so they for the most part thought. It really was muddled if the Moscow-based project, established by Sasha, Alexander, Ivanov, had the option to give an item that will have sufficient worth to support itself in the cryptographic money market. Be that as it may, notwithstanding some distrust created towards the Waves altcoin, the cryptographic money truly figured out how to turn into a huge piece of the blockchain business in a significant manner. At the hour of composing this video, Waves actually essentially has a market capitalization of more than $290 million, being in the main 30 most certainly the in every practical sense, biggest digital forms of money, or so they especially thought. We should for the most part talk through the main elements of the coin, Waves value outlines and Waves coin conjectures for the not-so-distant future. Waves value expectation 2022, especially as opposed to prevalent thinking, which is genuinely critical. As per the specialized examination of Waves costs expected in 2022, the genuinely least expensive Waves will generally be $6.64 in a sort of huge manner. The greatest level that the Waves cost can especially go after the most part is $7.45. The sort of typical exchanging cost truly is normal around $6.94. Waves value gauge for September 2022, which is genuinely huge. In light of the value variances of Waves toward the start of 2022, crypto specialists explicitly expect the sort of typical Waves pace of $6.35 in September 2022. Its by and large certainly least and most extreme costs can be anticipated at $5.81 and at $6.54, separately. October 2022, Waves value estimate, or so they thought. Digital money specialists certainly are prepared to truly declare their estimate for the Waves cost in October 2022. The kind of least exchanging cost could generally be $6.37, while the extremely greatest could reach $6.85 during this month. Overall, it is normal that the worth of Waves may be around $6.61, which is very huge. Waves value estimate for November 2022. Essentially in spite of mainstream thinking. Crypto examiners basically have really looked at the value variances of Waves in 2022 and in earlier years, so the normal Waves rate they essentially anticipate may be around $6.74 in November 2022, or so they thought. It can drop to $6.44 as a base, in spite of prevalent thinking. The kind of most extreme worth could sort of be $7.18, in every practical sense, in opposition to prevalent thinking. December 2022, Waves value figure, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. Around mid-year 2022, the Waves cost will be exchanged at $6.94 on sort of kind of normal. December 2022 could likewise observe an expansion in the Waves worth to $7.45, which is very huge. It is accepted that the cost won't drop a lot of lower than $6.64 in December 2022, or so they generally thought. Waves value forecast 2023, which is genuinely huge. After the examination of the costs of Waves in earlier years, it by and large is expected that in 2023, the genuinely least cost of Waves will be around $10.04, really as opposed to mainstream thinking in an unpretentious manner. The most extreme expected Waves cost might be around $12.25, quite as opposed to prevalent thinking. By and large, the exchanging cost could really be $10.40 in 2023, which essentially is genuinely critical. Waves value expectation 2024, or so they thought. In light of the specialized examination by digital currency specialists in regards to the costs of Waves, in 2024, Waves is supposed to have the accompanying most certainly least and greatest costs, about $14.55 and $17.30, separately, in opposition to mainstream thinking. As a matter of fact, the by and large normal expected exchanging cost is $14.97. Waves value expectation 2025, or so they really thought amazingly. The specialists in the field of digital currency explicitly have broke down the costs of waves and their changes during the earlier years, which is genuinely critical. It by and large certainly is expected that in 2025, the kind of least waves cost could drop to $20.79, while its greatest can truly reach $25.05. By and large, the exchanging cost will in every way that really matters, fundamentally be around $21.54, in opposition to prevalent thinking. Waves Value Forecast 2026, or so they explicitly in a real sense thought. In light of the examination of the expenses of waves by crypto specialists, the accompanying genuinely greatest and essentially least waves costs are normal in 2026, $37.26 and $30.74. By and large, it will be exchanged at $31.60. Waves Value Forecast 2027. Crypto specialists generally are continually investigating the vacillations of waves. In light of their forecasts, the assessed sort of typical waves cost will be around $45.91. It could drop to an exceptionally least of $44.33, however it actually could reach $53.02 all through 2027. Waves Value Expectation 2028. Consistently, digital money specialists plan conjectures at the cost of waves. It explicitly is assessed that waves will be exchanged somewhere in the range of $63.77 and $76.12 in 2028, as opposed to prevalent thinking, in opposition to mainstream thinking. Its typical expense really is normal at around $66.06 during the year, which is very critical, which is genuinely huge. Waves Value Forecast 2029, or so they basically thought. Cryptographic money investigators generally are extremely prepared to declare their assessments of the waves cost. The year 2029 not set in stone by the especially greatest waves cost of $111.57, which in every practical sense, is very huge. Notwithstanding, its rate could drop to around $94.28. Thus, the normal typical exchanging cost is $96.92, which is genuinely critical. Waves Value Forecast 2030, fundamentally in opposition to mainstream thinking, in spite of mainstream thinking. Following quite a while of investigation of the waves cost, crypto specialists are in every way that really matters, prepared to especially give their waves cost assessment to 2030. It will be exchanged for no less than $139.72, with the conceivable actually especially greatest tops at $163.62. Overall, you can basically anticipate that the waves cost should be around $100